Promoting a mutual understanding and an active sense of European citizenship for a peaceful existence together is the aim of the EPP Group's Interreligious Dialogue. It's a powerful tool which will be crucial for the challenges ahead, according to our chairman, Manfred Weber.
We see all over the world growing tensions between nations, states, and religions. And that is a very difficult task which is ahead of us. In this century it will be probably the decisive question between Islam and Christians and others. And that's why the idea to sit together to find a common understanding about some of the fundamental ideas of being a human being is crucial.
Cooperation between decision makers and representatives of religions is essential, as MEPs Jan Olbrich and Jörg Holveni explain in reflecting back on the last 20 years.
It was 20 years ago, our colleagues, politicians from EPP, Christian Democrats, they decided that to make politics in Europe is absolutely impossible without the social actors like churches and religious communities. It should be done with them. It's also a kind of tool, how we can understand, we politicians, how we can understand better the situation in different communities, how can they help us to solve the problem of citizens.
Establishing a firm tradition of interreligious dialogue was always a key priority for the EPP Group, according to President of the European People's Party and former group chairman, Joseph Daul.
Quand je suis arrivé, le parti avait déjà depuis un certain temps, avec Wilfried Martens, commencer ce dialogue interreligieux. Et bien sûr, un groupe démocrate chrétien, nous étions, et j'étais très lié avec tout ce qui se passait au niveau de l'Église, les relations qu'on a. Vous savez que les Alsaciens n'ont pas ce problème qu'ont les Parisiens. Nous avons notre concordat, c'est-à-dire que la religion rentre même jusqu'au niveau politique. Et donc, moi, j'étais imprégné de ça, et donc c'était aussi une question d'habitude. Et au niveau des croyances, nous avions déjà un grand respect au niveau des croyances. Et le rapport avec les églises, c'était quelque chose de normal quand je suis arrivé au niveau du groupe. Nous avions tout le monde, c'est-à-dire la communauté juive, les protestants, les catholiques, se réunissaient déjà dans le jeune âge, à partir de 14, 15, 16 ans, nous avions déjà ce dialogue qui était fait sur le terrain. Et ce que j'ai appris en arrivant ici, c'est comment intégrer l'islam à travers ce dialogue interreligieux.
For Rabbi Levi Matusov, it's important that many religions are involved in such dialogue.
The initiative of the EPP Group to include, as it started only with the Orthodox Church, and then to include other religions, the Jewish religions, Islam, the Buddhist and others, is something very important in today's society, which is extremely needed.
Such events offer a positive exchange of views, according to Brother Olivier Popillon.
It's very good to see that whatever is our religion, people of goodwill are going in the same direction, and we can really enter into a dialogue. The dialogue is bilateral, so between politicians and religious leaders, but it is also between us.
In the view of Reverend Emiliano Spoganau, dialogue is not just about talking, but also about listening to one another.
This year we actually celebrate the 20th anniversary of this dialogue, a dialogue that has given the opportunity both to politicians and to religious leaders to listen to one another.
Article 17 of the Lisbon Treaty lays down the legal basis for the dialogue and encourages politicians, religious leaders and experts to strive for more cooperation. That's according to Mairead McGuinness MEP, Vice President of the European Parliament, with responsibility for the Parliament's dialogue with religious and non-confessional organisations.
I will see it as a way of finding out what's happening more in our communities, finding out what are the issues for our church leaders, what are they concerned about. It's really important that they know that their voices matter. And on the big issues like the future of Europe, on migration, on social issues, that they have a view on these things and they have an input to make. So we're obliged under the treaty to have this dialogue, but I do believe that even if we weren't obliged, that we should dialogue with our churches and our non-confessional organisations because they are stakeholders.
For religious representatives, dialogue builds understanding and dispels fears.
The chance that was given to meet, the chance that was given to overcome certain fears. For me, that is the biggest success of the dialogue. The fact that we came to know one another, we came to listen to one another, and we came to work with one another.
Diversity is a key issue for all society today, and if we know each other's better, we don't fear each other's anymore.
Education is the key today. Education comes through dialogue, through understanding the other, the needs of the other, to get to know each other.
EPP Group members want to bring people together in an effort to increase cooperation in European society.
We provide a platform for church leaders to come and talk to us, and we listen to their concerns and we try and respond and take action.
Bring the people together. Bring the people together, those people who represent different kind of churches or religious institutions, and try to understand each other, try to help to understand each other, and try to cooperate.
It's more necessary than ever before to talk to each other, to understand each other better. We have to build up dialogue and not walls.